Goodness, 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 goodness. So this I don't like entertainment too much. I mean, I love movies, right? Movies before 2016, right? Now, I consider Marvel movies trash. They're really unwatchable. They have like really really poor fight scenes. The, it's worthless junk. You ever seen studies where people don't really remember Marvel movies or movies in general, especially Marvel movies, because people tend not to remember CGI as well as our realistic backgrounds or real backgrounds or practical effects, for example. Okay, there's more working in the mind than people realize. Okay, with that said, Oscars only diverse films will be considered for Best Picture. Okay, this has probably been beaten to death by the time I upload this, so I won't spend too much time with Big Mike here. You know, I keep saying is there are differences in attractiveness. Okay, there are. People know, and one of the things that really is attractive is really contrast. Okay, contrast is really attractive. One of the least downplayed things that people discuss, right? Having good contrast. Contrast. Okay, so let's just talk about this. Films hoping compete for Best Picture will have to meet certain criteria. Yes, yes, certain percentages of. Okay, let me summarize. Certain percentage must be black, gay, homosexual, lesbian, trans, you name it. Oh, and women obviously they're the right now they're the silver medalists, but they it usually alternates with the blacks, the victim oppression Olympic hierarchy. So double the number of women members, triple the number. Again, all this leads to things that are meaningless, right? So every time somebody of color now wins an award, people like me would just think, oh gosh, they're giving the what's it called, the participation trophy at this point. Okay, and why are these things bad? Okay, because things with meaning become meaningless. It's the same thing about when they try to destroy statues, destroy history. People will stop caring. Okay, it's just another piece of um, history, but what brings you together gets destroyed. Okay, it's the whole concept of like, why play the game if it's a losing game? That's it. So a lot of people who are against this stuff see it, they'll tune out. They won't care. Okay, and I want people to be less about entertainment at this point. But the downside is things that hold us together. We can't sit around the cooler and work and discuss these things anymore. So things that once held us together, gone. This is the whole point of this entire thing. Okay? It's the division. It's the destroying of meaning. Things have meaning. Okay, words have meaning. Okay? Calling a woman a man has zero meaning. Okay? It destroys the concept of what a woman is, destroys the concept of what a man is, okay? That's what all of these things are. That's what Big Mike and Big Mike's husband, that's what they pushed, okay? They're not unknowingly pushing it. They knew what they were pushing, okay? I keep looking. Again, one of the things that's really attractive about a woman is their smile, okay? You see a woman smile like this, it's actually a thing of beauty. It really is. It's a sign of fertility, probably. In my brain, it's very pleasing. Okay, that's what I'm thinking, but it's very pleasing. Okay, not pleasing. Okay, this is not pleasing. Very pleasing here, right? Besides the features, okay, just a smile. It's really pleasing. Okay, one of the things is you want to look for a girl with a good smile It's a sign of wholesomeness. If somebody twists the face and is like a thuggish, don't bother. Growing up in the hood, it's 100 for 100, right? If it looks like a problem, it is a problem. Okay? If it looks like this, 75% of the time, it's a problem. They're all a little bit, cuckoo, So, and this just leads me to one last piece of culture that's fallen. And yes, yes, you see this right. So they're remaking the Golden Girls, which is fantastic. The story girl goes Golden Girls regained popularity about 10 years now, maybe slightly more, when millennials realized that they exist. Because Golden Girls were showing and actually changing the stations. And they accidentally ran into the Golden Girls, and they were raunchy, they were funny. It's everything that comedy was. Okay? And of course, they're going to replace the Golden Girls with the Golden Gals. Okay? The Golden Queens, okay? Blanche, Dorothy, Rose, Sophia, okay? I remember these things. I used to watch these things because it used to be in syndication a lot. And it was fantastic. Great characters. Okay? The Slut, the Airhead, the Voice of Reason. Comedy relief. Comedy relief also. Okay? But yeah, this is sad, again. So what this does is when somebody searches for the for Golden Girls, right, they'll get this. Okay, this will lose all meaning. It'll get replaced by a less and less entertaining version. A version people are less likely to watch for obvious reasons. Okay, all right. Okay, it's the destroying of history. It makes people aren't going to care. Okay, these things are important. Okay, these cultural Marxists, they've always been in Hollywood. It's time to strike. That's what they're doing. Okay, they're prepping themselves for the election and beyond. Okay, Donald Trump has to win. We have to stop this. We have to stop these things. Okay, this is kind of like as it gets closer to election, I get a little bit more confident, but also nervous because you just don't know. Nobody knows anything 100% of the time what will happen, okay? Only the high, knows what's going to happen in the future 100% of the time, okay? What I'm worried about is, again, different beliefs. Religiously, we're supposed to lose, okay? You're supposed to lose before things get better. It depends. Did we lose previously and things are getting better now? Or or is there a final blow to be dealt? Okay? Once America falls to these things, the rest of the world will. Okay, if America fights back, we get this back. Funny stuff. Okay? Share, save, subscribe, thumbs up. The Golden Girls is fantastic for those who've never checked it out. Give it a chance. Take care, bye.